Hello and welcome. Today we're doing a question from LeetCode called Fruit into Baskets. It's a medium. Let's get started. In a row of trees, the ith tree produces fruit with type tree of I. You start at any tree of your choice and repeatedly perform the following steps. 1. You add one piece of fruit from this tree into your baskets. If you cannot, then you stop. Then 2. Move to the next tree to the right of your current tree. If there's no tree to the right, you stop. Note that you do not have any choice after the initial choice of starting tree. You must perform step 1, then step 2, then back to 1 and 2 until you stop. If you have 2 baskets, and each basket can carry any quantity of fruit, but you want each basket to only carry one type of fruit each, then what is the total amount of fruit you can collect with this procedure? So example 1, we have 1, 2, 1. Here we output 3, since we can collect all of that. One basket would be 1s, the other one would be 2s, so we only use 2 baskets for this. Then over here, 0, 1, 2, 2. Then we output 3 because 1, 2, 2 are the fruits that we can collect. For 3, we have this input, and our output is 4. 2, 3, 2, 2 are the 2 types of fruits that we can collect. And then for this one, well, let's see, we have this long input. It could be either 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, which is a length of 5, 2, 3, 3, or 3, 3, 4. And here the longest one is 5, so we output that. So this question essentially boils down to the longest sequence of 2 distinct numbers. So before we get started, let's look at another example. Suppose we have the following example. So these are the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is our input example 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 3. And we want to have 2 fruits of the same tree for as long as possible. So right off the bat, we can see that our answer would be 5, so the length of 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, because anything else, 0, 2, or 2, 3, is a smaller length. Before we get into the code, let's see how we would approach this ourselves if we were just given this as a problem. Well, we want the longest one. Anytime we can't go further, we stop, have a new starting point, and continue going, right? We repeat steps 1 and 2 continuously until we can't go on. So let's say our starting point is index 0, and our ending point is also 0. So start is 0 and end is 0. This pink thing. Okay, it's just going to be pink. So over here, we've seen the value 0 at index 0. So we've seen one type of fruit. Now we increment end by 1. So we're at index 1 and start is still at 0. So this is at 1. And over here, we've now still only seen one type of fruit. So we continue again. And at index 2, well, now our length, let's also keep track of that, max length. This is going to be 3, so 2 minus 0, 2, and then plus 1. So end minus start, plus 1 is the formula. So over here, 2 minus 0, plus 1 is 3. And we've still only seen 2 types of fruit, so we're good to go. We can continue incrementing end. So we go to the right again. This should be index 3. 2 types of fruit still. Updating max len, updating end. Still only 2 types of fruits, and now our max len is 5. So we do the same process. And over here, now we've seen 3 types of fruits. If we want to include index 5, we would have seen 3 types of fruits. We know we can't do that. We need to start new. Now, how are we going to start new to make sure we still make the longest sequence possible? Well, let's see how far to the left we can go now, because we know we need a new starting point. We've seen 3 types of fruits, which is not allowed, so we need a new starting point that forces us back to only 2 types of fruits. So we go to the left, we see that, hey, 0 and 2, that's only 2 fruits, which is okay. And if we go one index further back, we would see 3 types of fruits, which is not okay. Let's suppose that we've been storing and keeping track of all the fruits we've seen and what indices we've seen them on. Something that we keep updating at each increment of our end. So 0 was originally at 0, then 1, and then last seen at index 4. And same with 1. The first time we had seen it was index 2 and then at 3. Knowing we need a new starting point, how do we form it based on this information that we have? Well, we know that we want to go as far to the left as possible, keeping the same 2 fruits with us. So if the last time we have seen fruit 1 was index 3 and fruit 0 at index 4, that means we're going to keep fruit 0 and get rid of 1 because we've seen it before 0. That means if we, use something with index 3 or before, we're going to be including a third type of fruit, which we don't want. We want to get rid of it. So the last time we had seen fruit 1, that means anytime after that index, we have only seen zeros, which is true. We've only seen 0 after the last time seeing fruit 1. So what we're going to do is have a new start point after the least recently seen fruit, which was at index 3. So start now moves to 4, and we get rid of fruit 1 and introduce fruit 5 or fruit 2 at index 5. Now our start is at 4, end is at 5, and our length is 2, not greater than max length, so we don't update max length, and continue this process again. So incrementing end again, we are at index 6, adding to when we've last seen fruit 3, which was index 6, and we see that we have 3 types of fruits, and we only want 2. So we want to go as far to the back left as possible, and for that, we know that the least recently seen fruit was 0 at index 4. We've seen 2 at 5 and 3 at 6, but since 0 is less than all of them at index 4, then we know this is the one we want to get rid of. 5 and 6 are right next to each other and they can form their tree going forward, so this is what we get rid of. And our new starting point is index 5. And based on this is how we're going to keep track. We can look at another example and do it right from here. So quickly going over this, we see 3 at index 0, then at 1, then at 2. Then we see 1 at index 3, and 2 at index 4. We need to get rid of something right here, and right now, start is at 0, and end is at index 4. So we're over here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 3 fruits. We need to update start to the least recently seen fruit plus 1. So start becomes 3. Get rid of the least recently seen fruit. And now our new sequence is 3 to 4, or fruits 1 to 2. And of course, we also wanted max len. So this was over here, 4. So right now it's at 4. Our length right now is 2. We increment end again, so end is 5. Last time we have seen 1 is also 5. Increment end again to 6. Last time we see 1 is also 6, so we are over here. And our length is still 4. Increment end again now to 7. And we see a 2, so the last time we've seen a 2 is 7. Increment max len to 5. Increment end again to 8. And now we introduce a new fruit at index 8. What do we get rid of? We get rid of 1 because we want to go as far left as possible, right? So we include 2, but anything further back includes 1, which we don't want. That will make us have 3 fruits. We only want 2. Get rid of this. Start is now 7, so 1 plus the last time we'd seen that third fruit, which was index 6. So we're over here right now, right? 7, 8, just 2, 3. Incrementing end again at 9. We see 3, so 2, 3, 3. increment again 10, and we have our third fruit again at 10. Get rid of 2, 7 is less than 9 and 10, and start becomes 7 plus 1, so that is 8. And our new sequence is 3, 3, 4. And this is how we're going to keep incrementing and moving forward to have the longest length of just 2 characters or 2 fruits that we've seen. Let's go ahead and code all of this up now. So we have our start initialized to 0, end initialized to 0, max len also 0, dictionary is empty, and the dictionary is going to store the characters and what indices we've seen them in. So we know we have to iterate through all of tree, right? The entire list of tree. We have our start and end. We want to go all the way to the end. So until our endpoint hits the very end of the list. So while end is less than len of tree, we update dictionary with the fruit we see. So d of tree of end and what index we've seen it at. So end is the index. And we want to make a check. So if len of d greater than equal to 3, we have seen more than 2 fruits, we need to get rid of something. So for this, we have min value, right? This is the least recently seen index. So this is the minimum of d.values. And of course, in the dictionary, we have keys and their values. D.values returns all the values, and min is returning the smallest. So over here, we saved the character and the index we've seen them at. Min val is going to store the minimum index in the dictionary. So suppose it's index 1, for example, then that means we need to get rid of whatever tree or character is at that index. So delete d of tree of min val. So over here, we are in this example right here. The last place we've seen 1 was index 3, and the last place we'd seen 0 was index 4. The min val here would be 3, and we get rid of 1s. So we do tree of 3, which is 1, and delete that from our dictionary. So we only have 0 and 2. We update start, so start equals min val plus 1. And we want to make sure we keep updating max len, so max of max len and minus start plus 1. So each iteration we update max len, and we also increment end each time. After we're done with this while loop, we return max len. Let's remove all of this. Run code. Accepted and submit. And it's accepted as well. So quickly talking about space and time complexity. For time, we go through the entirety of the list tree. So that is a linear O of n. And for space, we only ever store 3 things in our dictionary. The space is not dependent on our input in any way, and we know we only have a max capped at 3, so that is constant space O of 1. If you have any questions at all, let me know down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.